Welcome to day 2 in the 30 days to a complete screenplay screenwriting sprint. And today we're going to work on your protagonist. Who is your hero? Your protagonist is the one who needs to carry this movie, so they better be really interesting, right? And sometimes the key to a really great story is tweaking that protagonist so they fit the story in some way. One thing to think about is what makes a great protagonist is if they're in some way the worst person for the job, right? So I'm not saying that they're bad at whatever the job of the movie is. Like, for instance, in The Godfather, the job is to take over the family business and root out his father's enemies, as we said yesterday. Now, Michael Corleone is not an incompetent man. He's smart. He's capable. He was a soldier. He's strong. He can kill if he has to. And he can make hard decisions. So he's not bad in that way. But why he is bad for the job, why he is ill-suited for this particular task is he wants nothing to do with the family business. He wants to go clean. I mean, think about it, a lot of times when we start a screenplay, we're making our movie with the wrong protagonist. We've got Sonny Corleone instead of Michael in our lead role. Think about this, right? Sonny Corleone is Michael's brother.
Oh, come here.
Now, he wants to be a gangster. He's wanted to be a gangster his whole life. He's comfortable beating the shit out of somebody in the middle of the street, throwing a trash can on their head. He's remorseless. Walter White is ill-suited for the job of meth cooker, criminal mastermind, because he's this kindly old teacher. Or Mrs. Maisel is a great example.
Your nose. Right calf 11, left calf 11, so you can breathe.
She's measuring her thighs, and putting on her makeup before her husband wakes up to become the perfect housewife. And then she's thrown in this world where, her whole marriage is falling apart. And now she becomes this raunchy stand-up comic, right? So it's such a giant contrast from who she is. So if you can find a way to make your character and tweak your protagonist to make them just more ill-suited for the task at hand and create that irony, then that's going to be a really strong way to create your protagonist. Today the task is just to think about them. We want you to write about your protagonist. Write a few paragraphs about them. What do you think about them? Write an anecdote about their, early life. What's the relationship with their parents? And then once you have created them and you've got a few paragraphs that help you understand who they are, start filling your cast with other people. Who's their best friend? Who's their mother? Who's their father? Who are the people that they're going to compete against in the story? Who's their mentor? Create a cast list and just name everybody. And by the way, don't fudge around with names. Just put a name in right now. Name them after somebody Name them after your best friend, or name them after an actor that you would want to cast. And then just later on, when you figure out the real name, do a find and replace. That's what find and replace is for, right? Because if you go there and you start going without a name, the lack of name is going to stumble you, and you can't afford that on a 30-day writing sprint. We want to be able to up and running every day, banging out those 5 pages, getting work done every single day without any pause. Now, if you want more ideas on character before you start, you can check out this video right here on creating a binge-worthy character. That'll tell you all kinds of things that you need to know about how to construct a character, the anatomy of a character. If not, just write, and let's come back tomorrow for day 3. And tomorrow we're going to work on the bad guy, the antagonist. Or if they're not a person, the forces of antagonism. See ya.